Hey guys, Lewis here and welcome back to a new video looking at the all new A1 by Audi. So yeah, my first impressions of this car is that it's a big improvement over the predecessor. It's a lot more sharper, so we'll take a look around the car. So in the bonnet you've got some nice sharp lines. You've got here in the front as well, you've got these little indents which are actually from the old Audi Quattro car that everybody knows and loves if you're an Audi fan. And then also we've got the new sort of 3D design on the grille, which you're going to see across the range as well. And yeah, from the front it just looks a lot better, a lot more modern and updated as well. And it is supported by the LED running lights, which you would have seen at the start of the video. And then you've got sort of some sporty intakes here down at the bottom. This is the sport model, so you can get a spec higher and make this car look really nice. In my opinion, I won't get this sport. I'd get the S-Line because it just comes with a bit more spec and just looks a bit nicer. But this one, we've got the 10-spoke turbine 16-inch alloys here. And this is finished in Mythos Black. This car will set you back about 21k as it is. And you can spec the car up all the way to a whopping 30 grand if you do go for the higher options. From the rear quarter now, where things really start to change, is the rear lights as well, and also it's a bit more square at the back. The old A1 had sort of a bubble look, but this one's sort of missing that bubble look now and just looks a lot more modern and a lot more ahead of its time, I think. I don't think there's many not super minis, but many small cars that really look like this. So they've stopped making the Audi A3 3-door, so this sort of takes the same size now. This sort of fills that category. So you would have noticed as well, we've got the 30 badge, which indicates that this car is a 1 litre TFSI with 116 brake. This car will get you to 60 in about 9.5 seconds. For the size of the car, it's a fine engine. It's economical and it's just a good all-round car really. It's not too sluggish as you would expect from a 1 litre. I don't think the 1 litres are the same as what they used to be. Now with turbo technology and stuff, they are sort of a lot better. So yeah, as I said, this is the sports one. So you've got the sports exterior styling, and also, yeah, I think the black and with the silver wheels, quite a simple styling. There are some wacky colours that you can get with this car, in fact. But yeah, to be honest, the wacky colours do look good. You've got sort of nice greens, blues, with some dark diamond cut alloys and etc., which do look really good. So we're going to go into the inside now, where a lot has changed. So taking a look on the inside door sills, you see it's a lot sharper. You've got this gloss black with the aluminium handle, which kind of sticks out a lot as well, which does look pretty good. And yeah, the door's just a lot sharper than the old one. Definitely do like that, definitely. And then when you come in, you'll notice a big difference here. There's no more pop-up screen sort of MMI anymore. They've now moved on to Audi's touchscreen technology, and you've also got the virtual cockpit, which has been introduced into the A1, and now you've got the updated steering wheel. So the seats, I'm not a big fan in my opinion, but they are nice seats. Just look very durable and long lasting, and for all your small trips that this car's made for, then it's perfectly fine. So yeah, let's hop inside. So inside the car now, it's a lot different, as I said earlier. First thing you notice is the nice, bold, sharp dashboard in the car. You've got sort of nice edges and lines, all nice feeling material as well, as you'd expect from an Audi. For the price, I do think you get a lot for your buck. This one has the manual transmission. You can get the automatic as well. And also you notice this little button here, which is new to A1s, which is start stop. So I'll show you the key. Not too impressed with the key, to be honest, but depends if you're really sort of into that and care about your keys. But the key's fine. It's similar to a Polo Seat key. But yeah, this one's keyless, as I said, so you won't be needing to really do this a lot. You just literally press the button and then we go. So we'll start the engine up for now. Right, so as the engine starts, you see the display is wicked. It has the sat nav behind here, and the heated seats as well. because this does have the technology pack, which will set you back about 1,650. But I definitely recommend the technology pack, as you do sort of get the new modern feel of the A1. Audi's virtual cockpit is a treat to use, and they've got the updated systems that you'll see in the A8 and A7. So yeah, you can sort of press this view button, you control your sort of dynamics of the car. You can see they go big and small. You can zoom out, telephone, radio, and also your sort of driving data as well. You can access from there. On the steering wheel, you've just got what Audi have been using for quite a long time. You've got your phone, your voice control, volume, your sort of customizable button here, and then you've got your arrows to navigate, and your scroller there. This doesn't have the S badge on it, it's just not the S line, it's the sport model. If you do go for the S line, you will get that badge on. You will notice it has cruise control as well. For a small, affordable car, that is quite a nice touch. Then here we have the sort of main difference of the Audi products this year. We've got the touchscreen. Some people love it, some people hate it. Personally, I haven't drove this A1 before, but I have heard that it's a nice drive. But the only thing is with this touchscreen, it can be quite distracting. I know this from driving the A7 and A8s. It can draw your eyes away from the road to sort of navigate through this, rather than having this sort of swivel wheel. But I don't think I've driven the cars enough to sort of get an indication on maybe you'd adjust to it, maybe it works out better. But yeah, it is a nice feel when you get sort of a nice little feedback as well from this. It's very responsive, and yeah, it just looks like a joy to use, a lot more updated. And I think the screen just does look wicked. You've got all your applications here as well, from car, Audi Drive Select also, so you can select from efficiency, auto, dynamic, and individual. And individual, you can set up what you want your steering and what you want your driving system to be, which is a very nice touch. I suppose this car will be maybe driven around in auto quite a lot, so it decides, or maybe efficiency. But also a good one here is if you go into individuals, put it on balanced, and then there you'll get a nice sort of all-round sort of city feel when driving this car. The dynamic does sort of tighten up the steering, and if you want to get into a bit more aggressive driving, then that's fine. Yeah, so down here you have 3 cup holders. The middle one seems a bit smaller, and then you've got a very small actually glove box here, but I'd just say it acts more like an armrest. Then here, as I said, you've got technology pack, so you've got the wireless charging. So you just put your phone in there, and I think that's positioned in a really good position, because in other Audis they're under the armrest and stuff, and I don't think it's a great position, but there is a good position for your phone to be kept. And also you've got one USB output, then also you've got, I believe it's called USB 3 or USB-C or something like that. So that's a new sort of way that the world's going. I know Apple as well, so you can transfer data really fast through there, so you just get a better feedback with Apple CarPlay and stuff like that if you do use that port. In regards to the instruments, you've got the same here which you'd find in the A3s. Then also you have sort of the same volume knob as you'd see as well. Yeah, just more in the interior as well. With the inlays, as you can see, there's like a nice little finish. It's quite a funky, quite a nice quality finish on the car. And I just think it makes this car really, really good value for money. I think anybody who does buy this car won't be disappointed. I think the sport version is particularly good for if you're just looking for an affordable run around, quite a premium run around, and can do everything you want it to do. This is the best car. If you've got a bit more money to play with, I definitely recommend going for the S-Line version, as you do get quite a lot more aesthetically better sort of things with the car. Like you can maybe get a flat bottom steering wheel, some nicer inserts, and also you'll get some nicer seats. These aren't actually the standard seats as well. These do hug you in. They are called the sport seats, but on the S-Line I believe you can get sort of full leather and stuff like that. Onto the rear, I don't know if you carry rear passengers, but now the car's bigger, you can comfortably take, I'd say, five adults now on a trip, where in the A1s you'd sort of struggle to do that. So yeah, that's another feature that's also good. In regards to the sound system, I believe it's a 6-speaker system. You can go with a comfort and sound pack, which will get you the Bang & Olufsen speakers, which are really good in the car. Right, so the boot of the car is a lot better than the predecessor. It's bigger, you can actually carry some stuff in here. The other boot was quite off-putting for people looking for the A1, as it was quite small. But they've really done well with fit-in sort of rear seat space and boot space in this car. And yeah, as I said, this car is just perfect. You don't really need much more, to be honest, in this car. It is a good car, and I definitely recommend it. You can see also, to touch on that, is the rear parking sensors as well, which are standard on the Sport and not on the SE. If you do want to get the front sensors, you do have to go for the Comfort and Sound Pack, which will get you the Audi Parking System Plus. Down the bottom, got a nice little bumper design, and we've got the love or hate fake exhaust here. Yeah, as I said in previous videos, I just like to think of it more as a bumper design rather than fake exhaust. At the end of the day, it does make the bumper look nice. The exhaust is actually down at the bottom there. But yeah, it does make the bumper look nice and more modern, even though they aren't functional. But yeah, it's a love or hate thing. I know, for instance, it's quite a big deal for some people, as it literally really puts people off the cars. But yeah, I think it's a good, a nice little touch to the car. Really keeps it up to date, a bit more modern, and it's not too much of a bad thing at the end of the day. I think it is a very nice small car from Audi. I think they've really done a good job here. I definitely recommend this car over all its competitors. I feel like it just ticks a lot of boxes, and if you do buy this car, you won't be disappointed with it. The new quality and the nice feel is just awesome, and you really can't go wrong with this car for the money. So yeah, so stay tuned if you want to see any more videos on this car. After I do drive the car, I can give you a bit more of an extended review, and yeah, expect some more videos in the future. Any opinions on this car, just leave in the comments below. Leave a like as well, so I know that you've enjoyed the video, if you're still here. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe for more content, as I will be uploading sort of weekly, or maybe twice a week. So yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.